because I was worried about you. You texted me last night and said, yeah, the last few weeks have been challenged. I'm like, oh God, what has happened? And it just turns out your phone broke.
Yeah, I'm just a little baby boy.
How did you survive at stoplights without scrolling Instagram?
Facts, bro. I love scrolling at stoplights, bro. It was confirmed that in Frozen 3, Olaf gets a girlfriend. Wait, hold on. In Frozen 3, Olaf gets a girlfriend, and the bad guy is an evil ice princess. Do you care?
Front row in a suit.
Front row in a suit, bro. It always takes us like 45 minutes to like
it
fix
does.
issues.
That's
Every
okay
time.
though. That's okay. Are you recording?
Yeah, bro. I've said that like 4 times now.
Okay, I'm just checking. All right, let's just get into.
Now you got me second guessing. Let me check again.
No,
yes, I'm recording.
Let's get into the episode, bro. Caleb, Borghini, Mr. Elwood, Mickey Mouse.
What's up, my dog?
I haven't talked to you for realsies in like 2 weeks since our botched Spider-Man episode.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. As you might be able to hear, my voice is pretty hoarse, but not like the animal, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's pretty gone right now because I've been sick. And that's just one of many things that's been happening the last couple of weeks. So I'm just gonna recap.
You haven't been screaming at kids? No screaming at Judah?
No screaming at Judah. No.
Okay.
I did get this from Judah though.
Oh, that was the sickness. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna recap the last couple of weeks.
Fill me in.
So we did our in-person Spider-Man Brand New Day review, and then we shortly after discovered that most of the audio from that episode was completely cooked and terrible, and we literally had no choice but just to release it the way it was. So that was like a whole ordeal of us trying to fix it and trying to find a workaround, and we couldn't. And that was pretty unfortunate. And then right around that time, Judah got sick, and it was his first like real sickness. It was like rough. Like he had a fever. He was like nonstop coughing, and it lasted like a full week, like a full 7 days. So
that sucks.
Yeah, dude, it was really rough, and he was just like super sad pretty much all the time. So I stayed home from work one of the days with him. Riley stayed home from work one of the days with him, and then we brought him back to school as he was getting better and stuff.
I have a question, and this is from ignorance. When a baby's sad, like, are they just like not crying a lot? Do they just like lay there and not do anything? Like, what does Judah was sad mean?
He was crying and like,
is that it?
Kind of just making like sad noises like constantly. Like every time he would start coughing, he would be just like literally making these like whimpers for like 30 minutes after, just like so sad.
So it was a lot of
like,
coughing and whimpering that differentiates a baby being sad versus a baby just crying.
Yeah, and he was also just not really himself. Like he wasn't like his happy self. He was just kind of like meh, which was also pretty sad.
Okay, that sucks. But he's doing better now.
Oh yeah, he's completely back to 100% now. Praise the Lord.
Cheers. I'll drink to that.
So while he was sick though, my phone completely crapped out.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It was literally the Monday after you left. It started with this green line at the top of the screen, and there was just like a light. It looked like a light green filter over my screen, and I was like, "Bro, what's happening?" And then the next day got worse, and then the next day, the screen completely stopped working. It was just bright green. So that was terrible.
Didn't I call you? And I saw like a flashing light. I was like, bro, what's flashing? You're like, it's my phone screen.
It's my phone. Yes. So that day that it stopped working, I went to Best Buy because they have like a deal with Apple Care where they can like help repair stuff. And the closest Apple store was like an hour away from work. I didn't really have time to go. Couldn't go after work. It was like a whole thing. So I go to Best Buy. They're like, it's going to take like 7 to 9 business days to fix your phone. And I was like, brother, that's not going to work.
Bro, there's iPhones everywhere. Techs do it in like half a day.
Exactly. They were like, we got to order the parts and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm good.
Order the parts.
So I leave.
You don't have the parts in store? Best Buy.
No, I guess they didn't have any stuff. So then the next day, Thursday, I drive to the Apple store, which is in Dallas, like downtown Dallas. Yikes. From Frisco. So
rush hour?
They're like an hour drive. It was on my lunch break, so it wasn't like rush hour, but it was just like driving all the way there. I had an appointment. I waited like 20 minutes to be seen. And then I thought I had Apple Care because I signed up for Apple Care when I bought the phone. They were like, you don't have Apple Care. And I was like, ooh. But I got Apple Care when I got the phone. They were like, you must have done like a 1 or 2 year plan and it's over. So I was like, bruh, okay. So they were like, you can either just pay full price to fix the phone, which would be like $350, or you can just upgrade your phone because you have an upgrade. And I was like, okay, I'm probably just going to upgrade my phone at that point. Because why would I spend that much on a 3-year-old phone anyway? But I would rather do it through my carrier with T-Mobile. So I left, and then I didn't have time that night to go replace the phone because it was just like we were being with Judah and there was just other stuff going on. So then the next day, on my lunch break, I went to T-Mobile. It took like 2 hours, but I upgraded my phone finally after 3 days of not having a phone. Yikes. And so I got like the newest iPhone and like re-downloaded all my iCloud stuff. And one of the things that really sucked about this whole ordeal was that for whatever reason, Instagram only lets me log into the Real Friends account. It won't let Cole. It won't let me do it on like another device like my laptop. It's literally just on my phone. So we had no access to our Instagram. Meanwhile, we're trying to release these clips from our Spider-Man episode because this is like supposed to be our big episode. And we're trying to get out really quick. That was the whole point of all of this. And then with our audio issues and my phone, we couldn't get the clips out on all the platforms until Friday instead of like Wednesday and Thursday. Yep. So finally we released them. Thankfully though, the clips did really well on our Instagram.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Anyways, all that happens and then I get sick. I got whatever Judah had. So I've been sick now. I'm not like sick anymore though. The thing is, I just have like all this congestion, which is causing me to cough. And I've coughed so much that I've lost my voice.
It sounds pretty good, bro. You actually sound pretty good for someone who is worried about their voice. You sound great.
That's good. I definitely feel better today than I have before today, which is nice. So I think we're getting better. Oh, the other thing I didn't mention, Riley also had infusions the same day. Like my phone didn't work.
Oh, no.
So it was like just like a tough time for all of us. But, really put a lot of things in perspective for me of just like have gratitude, like I very much view like the key to life of living like a good life and a happy life stems from gratitude, gratitude towards God because he does so much for us that we don't realize. And I think it's easy to just get frustrated and like negative when like you have a lot of hard stuff going on. And, it gave me a lot of perspective because like a lot of that stuff also was like first world problems, it's like my phone broke. Okay.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, like I'm alive and I have a family and friends and like everything's fine. I have a job. So it taught me a lot about just like staying positive in that, and it caused me to be more present too in my life, just like with my family because I wasn't constantly sucked into my phone. So,
yeah.
It just caused me like, okay, it's challenged me. Like I'm going to have a good attitude, even if like life is tough because God has been good. So, just to encourage anybody watching, no matter what life may throw at you, just remember all the great things. You woke up this morning, you have breath in your lungs, and God has a plan for you. That's definitely what I've been reminded of. So anyways, That was long-winded, but that was like my last couple weeks. Tell me about, you've had an even crazier couple weeks. So,
oh my God, I have phlegm in my throat. I had a joke prepared,
bro,
but I couldn't even. I was trying to say it. I'm also like kind of sick, so we suck. I was gonna say thank you, Pastor Caleb, but I couldn't even muster that.
You could even muster up the words,
here,
bro.
Let's
that was
cheers.
God.
Let's cheers our beverages.
Dude,
cheers,
I would love that. Oh.
Okay.
Dude, it feels good to just like have a bevy with you again.
Yes, fact. So check it out. Here's my little mug. I bought this in Wyoming when I was on my way to Yellowstone. And I don't really care. It says Glendo, Wyoming. Honestly, I almost didn't buy this cup because I don't like the way the G looks. I think it looks really stupid. But I really like the horse. And it's like a perfect little like 6-ounce cup.
Dude, that's so sick. That's such a vibe.
But it's got a little spoon. And you can put it right here.
That's dope. Holder.
It's pretty based. So this is pretty tight. But yes, I agree with you about that gratitude thing. I was going to make fun of you, then it failed. And I just need to tell you, God is good.
That's okay.
And first world problems are so stupid when you look at it in perspective. Because when the Spider-Man episode was like going down the drain, I was on my way to Yellowstone and I was trying to pump out that edit. And dude, I was getting depressed. I was getting so sad because one, we didn't like Spider-Man that much. So I was already mad at myself for that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Good. Get
your crap together.
Dude, I'm having a seizure. I was just depressed about Spider-Man, about my disappointment with it, and then the edit wasn't coming together, and then you were busy with Judah being sick, and like communication was hard, and I was like, bro, are we even posting this episode? The audio sucks. And I was getting pissed, bro. I was like, I gotta go take a shower. I went and took a shower. I thought that was gonna make me feel better. It didn't. And I don't know if I told you this. Oh yeah, I did, because I asked you if you could do it. The export kept failing over and over and over again, and it never fails. So I was just getting really frustrated. And Ben said something to me, and I wasn't happy about it. But he was like, "Bro, this is just a podcast. Chill out." It's like, it is, but it's like, it's everything I'm working for right now. This is like my passion project. Yeah. And I got the video exported, and I think we posted it the next day, and I was like, wow, I was really stressed out about something so stupid, right? We're going to have more episodes to film. We're going to have better edits. Caleb's going through a lot right now. I'm freaking traveling. Like, why am I stressing out about this? This is supposed to be family time. So that really put it into perspective for me. You know, first world problems, my podcast isn't working. So once I got that done, I was like, okay, this is good. I'm going on break. But the past like 2 weeks, you know, right after Spider-Man, I came home, and then the next day I left and I went straight to Colorado. And then I went and drove around Colorado to visit my other cousins. Then we went up to Yellowstone, and then we went to see my cousins in Idaho. And then we drove to North Idaho from Boise to see my Uncle Mark. And then we drove back down to South Idaho. And then we drove back to Colorado. And then we drove back last night. So it's been like a lot of driving. And I'm just tired, bro. I'm just tired. And the altitude was getting to me because where we were at in Colorado Springs, it was like 8,000 feet. And I came from sea level. So it's like 0 to 8,000 feet in like 2 weeks. And I don't think Missouri is much higher than sea level. Maybe a couple hundred feet, if even. So the altitude sickness was getting to me. And like my allergies were really bad. And with all the wildfires happening in the Northwest, like we like had so much smoke and smog in the air that like the air we were breathing just wasn't good. So that on top of the altitude sickness and just nonstop for like 2 months, bro, just exhausted and sick. So I've been coming down off of this like sickness too. So, you know, we're both sick.
Yeah, dude. Dang, dude, you were all over the place. You went to like every time I checked your location the last 2 weeks, you were like a different city, a different state. Bro, and the altitude in Colorado is no joke. I went to Colorado for the first time over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, the altitude gets you, bro. Did you have those cans of oxygen?
No, but what were you doing in Colorado?
Oh, bro, we did a whole family trip for Thanksgiving. We went to, have you ever heard of Winter Park?
Yeah,
Colorado?
Winter Park. Yeah, that's where I've been skiing there.
Okay, yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
we went on this with Riley's family and extended family on her dad's side. We went to Winter Park over Thanksgiving, and I snowboarded. I broke one of my ribs doing that. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah. Caleb, I don't know if I broke it.
Bro, I never talked about you going skiing. What the heck?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so, but dude, the altitude was no joke. You walk up the stairs and you're can't breathe. It's weird.
The last night, it was 2 nights ago, me and Ben, we went to Red Rocks to go see LCD Sound System again. And it was awesome.
How was that?
Dude, it was incredible. We saw him there last year, almost the exact same time.
I remember that.
So we saw him 2 nights ago, and bro, we didn't eat, and we got there 6 o'clock, and he didn't start playing until 9:15 because of all these openers, and the altitude was just killing us. It was sprinkling, and the walk up there, whew.
Oof.
I had to take 3 minutes to recover. I was like, am I out of shape, or is this the altitude?
Yeah.
So that was crazy, but it was a really good show. We left a little bit early because we'd already seen him before, and we had an early drive the next morning. So that kind of sucked, but we got Taco Bell, got home at 1, and then left at 8 o'clock. So it was a good time, but yeah, it's been a long couple weeks. Very tired. Very tired.
Yeah, dude. Well, we're here. We survived.
I'm glad you're feeling better though, dude.
Crazy.
I'm so glad you're feeling better. Because I was worried about you. You texted me last night and said, the last few weeks have been challenged. I'm like, oh God, what has happened? And it just turns out your phone broke.
Yeah, I'm just a little baby boy.
How did you survive at stoplights without scrolling Instagram?
Facts, bro. I love scrolling at stoplights, bro. No music either. I freaking played the radio. It was awful.
Dude, the radio's underrated. If you don't know what to listen to and you throw on a station and you find a good talk show in the morning, that's all you need. I used to listen to the Bob and Tom show
kind of a vibe
every morning from 8 to 9 in the car.
You would.
It was gangster, bro. Raw dogging it in the car is pretty fire.
All right. Well, hey, like we said, we're here. We survived our first world problems, and we've made it here to film our next episode. Praise God. So, we've been on a short hiatus, but we're back, and we're gonna be cooking stuff for everyone. We're gonna be cooking shorts, cooking episodes, and who knows what might happen.
Cooking dinner,
cooking coffee. All right. So, Cole, there's one thing you left out. And it's probably because this wasn't a bad thing that happened to you, but it was a very good thing. You saw the Odyssey in 70 millimeter.
Yes, I did. Dude, I forgot.
Now,
wow.
Was this 70 millimeter IMAX or just 70 mil?
It was 70 millimeter IMAX.
Perfect. All right, bro. I need you to tell me. You lived as Nolan intended.
Yes, I actually experienced the movie in the purest form possible. And I don't mean that as the meme, because there's people who go online and they post them watching Christopher Nolan movies on their iPod Classic, and the caption is always just as Nolan intended. Yes. And I think that's the funniest thing ever, that they would compress the file size to watch it on their iPod for 1,000 karma. Funny. So I actually saw it in 70 millimeter, and my uncle, he texted us before we left on this trip, maybe it's 3 or 4 weeks ago. He said, "You guys want to see Odyssey in 70 millimeter? We got to buy tickets now." And I was like, "Okay, bet, let's do it." And this was my third showing. And I was super hyped because I've never seen a movie in full 70 millimeter. This is the very first film to be ever shot in full 70 millimeter and projected in IMAX. So this was kind of a big deal. And let me give you the positives. I got to see the Odyssey again. It was phenomenal. This is my third time, and it's honestly gotten better each time I've watched it. I don't know where it ranks yet. I still think it's number 5 on my list because I don't think it beats Oppenheimer, and I just think that the other movies I have above it are superior. But if you're looking at this film objectively, this might be the best Nolan has ever directed, just because of the scale of shooting on location and filming it all with 70 millimeter IMAX and, just pushing his actors to the absolute limit. Because, normally you have a soundstage and you have all these locations and stuff that you just shoot in like Hollywood. But bro was just completely on location, and that's insane to me, right? Did he use sound stages? Do you know?
I know he was at one point he was in a studio backlot in LA, and he had this giant thing of water that Matt Damon was on.
Okay.
And I think it was part of his raft scenes.
Okay, then never mind.
But I don't. So I guess it wasn't technically all on location.
Okay, well, regardless, majority of it being filmed on location is still a feat.
Yeah.
And that's insane. Mm-hmm. So I think this is probably the best he's directed in a long time, just because of the scale of the thing. But, and this is probably a hot take for everyone who's been glazing 70 millimeter.
Let me hear it.
My showing in Branson was better than the showing in Colorado Springs.
Whoa! Why?
And here's why. The laser quality is better than what you're seeing on a film projection. And this goes back to the CDQ versus vinyl debate that people have. When you play the 70 millimeter film over and over and over again, it's going to degrade. So maybe the film was better on the first night, but every time you play the same film reel over and over and over again, you're going to lose quality. Not a lot of quality, but you're going to lose quality. And it's the reason why people like vinyl so much. It's because you can hear the inconsistencies. You can hear the little skips. You can hear the pops. You can hear that the atmosphere. It's more for vibes.
Yeah, it's real.
It's real. And even though vinyl is a high quality, a CD is always going to be a true one-to-one, lossless, beautiful quality. It's the highest quality you can get. And that's kind of the same thing with these 70 millimeters to laser. People like it because of the vibe. And I also think that when people hear that they're seeing a 70 millimeter showing, they're equating that to a larger screen, at least for the hype. But my screen size in Branson was the exact same size of the screen I saw in 70 millimeter IMAX. So
dude,
I think that's where the hype is. It's people think they're getting a bigger screen. They don't really even realize what's happening behind the scenes. The image quality in certain parts of the movie was blurrier, and there were a lot of spots on the screen, as you see with film. And it was dope. It was dope to see it in 70 millimeter, but I think it's overhyped because if you're truly looking for quality, the laser is going to be better every time.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, I like to hear you say that because something that kind of annoyed me with the marketing for the Odyssey was how hard they pushed. Like, you got to see this movie in 70 millimeter IMAX the way Nolan intended, right? It was like the whole marketing push was about that. And it annoyed me because, like, brother, there's only like 12 in the world, right? Or is it more than that? Maybe it's like 40.
There's like 40, I think.
But there's not that many in like the US. There's like, when you really think about it, there's not that many. So it's like the demand is so high that every showing almost is like sold out. It's so hard to get. Yet they're pushing that, like, you gotta freaking see it. This is like the only way to see it. But it's like, brother, like, there is no freaking availability. I've tried to go to 70 millimeter, and everything through September is sold out except the front row.
Yeah, I just think it's been overhyped and overglazed probably by the internet, because if you're truly looking based like objectively on quality, the laser's going to be better. The laser will always be better. And it's cool if you want to go see it for vibes, but people flew across the world to see this movie in 70 millimeter, probably when they had a laser IMAX 20 minutes away.
Yeah, literally.
That is a miscarriage of justice to me, because the laser is better. Objectively, it's better.
Right.
So
it's better. It is better. And dude, I didn't even see it in IMAX. I saw it in Cinemark's XD format. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's the first showing I saw it in, and then I went to the Branson IMAX, and I was blown away just by the aspect ratio change from getting to see it in the full screen IMAX. And I was expecting to be blown even more away by seeing it in 70 millimeter. And I wasn't disappointed. I was just confused why everyone was hyping it up so much. Cool, it's being projected on film.
Right.
That's about it. And
yeah, it's cool, but like, brother, technology has evolved. Like, I'm sorry. It's better.
Yep. It's better, and I really do think people equate being shot on IMAX and the 70 millimeter film. I think they equate that to screen size, and they don't think that it has anything to do with the actual film. I just think bigger screen. That's my thought. I think that's why people are overhyping it, but I could be wrong.
I think so.
This is just one idiot's opinion on. It's fully 70 millimeter. It's cool, but you don't have to see it on 70 millimeter to get the full experience.
Yeah. And don't let anyone make you feel bad if you don't.
Facts.
All right. Sick. Well, dude, I have still only seen the Odyssey once, and I need to go see it again. I just haven't.
Have you seen Spider-Man? Have you seen Spider-Man again yet?
No.
We need to try to see that this week.
Yes, we do. Well, fun thing, Riley and I think I told you this. We're going to New York on Friday.
Oh yeah, you guys are going to meet up with Tim, right?
Yeah, we're doing a little NYC weekend trip, and we wanted to go see Spider-Man again when we were there, you know. We're in New York.
Cool.
But
flies all the way to New York just to see a movie.
Just to see it. But I'm not sure if we're going to do that, so I may end up just going before that.
You should go see it this week. Don't waste your time seeing it in New York, bro. You got to go touch the Statue of Liberty and lick it.
Oh, I would love to lick it, bro. All right, moving on. So, we okay, so bro, what are you laughing at?
Dude, we're stupid.
What's wrong with licking the Statue of Liberty every once in a while?
We are objectively wrong on this Spider-Man take, bro. I think we're objectively wrong. I've been having a lot of conversations with people, and I've been getting somewhat convinced that some of my takes are trash. And
bro,
I still stand on business on a few things, but I don't think I've been fair. What do you think?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what got into us, because everybody and their mother loves this movie, bro. I was actually going to bring this up. It crossed... Hold on, real quick. Actually, before I get into this, look, I'm going to be good about remembering.
You're doing really bad. How many freaking photos do you need? Oh my god.
It's the other way.
Bro.
Frick, it's gone. I had a Spider-Man one. Anyways.
You suck at this, dude.
I don't know if you saw this. Brand New Day crossed $2 billion at the box office yesterday.
I think I did see that. That's crazy.
They had the biggest opening weekend. They had the second biggest opening weekend of all time, only after Avengers Endgame.
Spider-Man brings out everybody, bro.
This is one of the biggest movies ever made.
Yeah.
And everybody loves it. So many are saying it's the best Spider-Man movie ever made. I have seen all these people I know, like just in my personal life, post about going to see this movie who aren't even like movie people, and saying how much they loved it. Brother, everyone loves the crap out of this movie.
Except for us.
Why did we not like it so much? I haven't seen it again since, and I need to go.
We need to watch it again. I spitball. Me and Tristan had like an hour-long conversation. And he was just refuting every point that I had. And
it was working? It was convincing you?
And it was working, but the thing is, I don't want to not like this movie. So it doesn't take a lot for me to be like, yeah, I'm probably wrong. Yeah. It doesn't take a lot. So I think if I go in a little more optimistically, well, I was pretty optimistic when I went in last time.
But me too. I was expecting greatness.
But Tristan told me that it was probably maybe because I was traveling nonstop and I was exhausted and I was just kind of ready. I was there, but I also was thinking about filming the podcast and then immediately driving the next day. And I was just like, go, 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 that I was stressed out. And I think he was right about that. So, now that I'm chilling and I have no plans in sight, I'm going to go see it again. I'm probably going to go see it by myself and just lock in because
dude,
I wanted to love the movie. We both wanted to love the movie, and we're both baffled that we didn't love the movie.
Yeah.
Legit, everybody I know, like Ryan texted me and he said, bro, this isn't like an Odyssey or a Dune or some movie that you need to be like nitpicking all this stuff through. This ain't that type of movie. And I told him, bro, I'm not trying to. These are just my original thoughts. But I think I'm wrong. So
maybe we're due for a re-review of Brand New Day, bro. Because I don't know, man. Maybe that's our next episode. Maybe we re-review it.
Do you still stand on some of your takes?
Yes, I do. Okay. I stand on pretty much all of them. I don't know. Nothing I've seen has really been able to convince me that much. I'm trying to think of anything that I've like changed my mind on. I just felt like there was just things that weren't thought through. I felt like they didn't commit to what they tried to do enough. And I just didn't feel like the movie hit. But
I have a point.
I want to watch it again. Okay.
I think our hatred of the Punisher was invalid.
Really?
Yeah, because I was looking back on it, and I don't really care if the Punisher is a deep, dark character in the show. Like, Spider-Man brings out the best in people, and if he was able to bring out the best in that type of guy, to truly find someone who loves him, you know, to kind of like replace that figure in his life that he lost with his family, who am I to say that it was wrong? I still stand on business that his sniper shot at the end was one of the dumbest things in the entire movie. Like, how did bro hit that shot? I think that's ridiculous, and
it makes no sense.
Nobody I argued with could give me a direct answer. Tristan just kept saying, bro, he's got the sauce. Nobody has that sauce. Sorry, nobody has that sauce to shoot through a wall like that and hit their target.
So
I don't care
funny.
who it is. And those are the types of things I need to stop nitpicking. And that's the point I'm trying to make. I want to go in to enjoy this awesome movie. I need to get over some of those stupid details that I'm complaining about. And that's what I'm going to try to do. That's what I'm going to try to do.
I will say, too, I do think maybe my headspace at the time could have affected the enjoyment. I mean, I had work that day. We were trying to get Judah, like, situated. Me and you were prepping, like, that day for the pod. I was stressing about it as well. And then we were almost stuck in traffic and almost missed it. You remember how stressed I was, bro. You remember how stressed I was.
And it was one of the first nights you had without Judah. So that probably played a huge factor in it. I think we were just cooked from the jump.
Yeah, maybe we were just not in the right headspace, and maybe I go back in and love it. I hope I do, because, brother, I love Spider-Man's my favorite. Look at my set.
Yeah.
I love Spider-Man.
Want to know what I hate? I hate going online and, like, we post our actual opinion of this movie, and people just say, people love going online and hating on things to get clout.
We got a lot of those comments.
And I don't like people who do that, who just want to rage bait. I think rage baiting is ridiculous. Like, we definitely post clips that are a little rage baity, but they're out of context. So if you go and watch the whole video, you can understand what we're saying. But we don't actually say any takes that we don't agree in just for clout.
Yes.
And I would never do that about Spider-Man. If I loved it, I wouldn't just go and, like, destroy it on the video because I want controversy. I genuinely believed a lot of the things that I said. And it hurts me because I love Spider-Man so much. I don't want to be a hater. I hate being a hater. I want to be like, go see this movie. You're going to love it.
For sure.
So
it's more fun to talk about things that are awesome than things that aren't, you know?
Yeah. So I think we should both try to see it this week and talk about it again.
Yeah, I'm down. Okay, cool. We will see Spider-Man Brand New Day, guys, again for the second time, and we will, I don't know, we'll figure out what we think. But, you know, with what you're talking about with Punisher, speaking of having the sauce, I watched a show yesterday, bro, that has the sauce.
A show?
Bro. Yeah, bro. So, last night, the first episode of Lanterns dropped.
Yo, I just heard about that.
Yes, bro. So, I wanted to just give a quick review of the first episode of Lanterns. So,
just tell me if it's sauced Studios. Up. Is it sauced up?
It's sauced up, bro.
Okay, hit me.
It is phenomenal.
Great.
Okay. So, this is DC Studios Lanterns. It's in the same universe as, like, James Gunn's Superman, Supergirl, Clayface.
Sweet.
All that. And the DCU has been hit and miss recently. You know, Superman was great. Supergirl was not. And then, you know, I've seen a lot of comparison online right now because, like, Brand New Day is, like, one of the biggest movies ever. You got Doomsday coming out, which everyone's talking about. We just got the X-Men cast. And then DCU is literally dropping casting updates about the Jimmy Olsen show that they're making.
What's Jimmy Olsen?
Jimmy Olsen was a side character in Superman that worked at the Daily Planet. And he's getting his own show with Gorilla Grodd.
Wait, was he the guy who was simping for that girl or something?
Yeah, the girl was simping for him.
Yo, I like that guy. He's kind of funny.
Yeah, me too. But it's like, I get the comparison of, like, Marvel's out here doing big things, and DC is like, new cast member for the Jimmy Olsen show coming out, and, like, we just dropped Supergirl, which was, like, bad. So it's pretty funny.
Jimmy Olsen live action universe, bro. Let's do a multiverse of just him. All right, keep going. Sorry.
Need that. So anyways, so it was interesting to see, like, his Lantern's going to be good.
Yeah.
They kind of described it as a True Detective style show about Green Lanterns, about space cops.
I'm in, bro.
Dude, this show is phenomenal.
Sauced up. Yes, sir.
It has the sauce, bro. Like, it's just when you watch it, bro, it just has, like, the aura. The writing is so awesome of these characters, of the relationship between Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Hal Jordan, played by Kyle Chandler. Jon Stewart, played by Aaron Pierre.
Wait, Kyle Chandler is a Green Lantern?
He is the Green Lantern, bro, of Earth.
Wait. So wait, I may be confused here. The Green Lantern we saw in Superman was not Kyle Chandler.
So that's a different one. Apparently he's going to be in this show too. He wasn't in the first episode, but that Green Lantern is going to be in this show.
But he's not this universe's Green Lantern?
No, I don't know. I don't really know how they're going to explain that.
We're not... Okay, this isn't a Green Lantern show that's based for Earth. It's a Green Lantern show based in, like, space, which is why that Green Lantern isn't that important. Right?
No, this is based on Earth.
But was it... Okay,
I don't know,
confused.
Bro. The show hasn't explained it yet.
Do you get what I'm saying, though? Like, we just got introduced to this new Green Lantern, but we're shown Kyle Chandler instead as the main Green Lantern.
Yeah. Well, actually, okay, I can't spoil anything, but I think they're going to explain it. Based on something that happens in the first episode.
I got confused there, but I'm following.
It's okay. So anyways, the general kind of story is that there was a crime that occurred in a small town in Nebraska, and Hal Jordan is training Jon Stewart on being a Green Lantern, and they go to this small town because it ends up being potentially involving aliens, and that's kind of Green Lantern's job, is to protect Earth from aliens.
Yeah.
So, because it's an alien thing, he shows up. So, they're kind of investigating it, but it's really cool because it's like a small town with like a small town sheriff leading the investigation, and they're kind of getting blocked by the sheriff to do their investigation, even though they're like space cops and he's like a superhero. He's dealing with a very small town vibe, and there's a mystery with this crime, and I think the whole season is going to be about this crime. And you kind of get to see the dynamic between Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, because Hal Jordan is like this older, gruff Green Lantern who's like the GOAT. Like, he's awesome, but he's also like, he's not like your perfect superhero. Like, he does not do things by the book. Then you have Jon Stewart, who's like this young guy who respects him, but he's very by the book. He thinks he knows what he's doing, and their dynamic is very funny. And the writing on this show is so good. The dialogue on this show is so good, bro. The characters are awesome. It's very intriguing. It's very mysterious. And it has that like detective crime thing, but as a Green Lantern, bro. And like when the reviews came out for this show, because like the reviewers have seen like the full season, everyone's calling this show like a masterpiece.
Dude.
Like that this show's amazing. And after watching that first episode, bro, I am in on this show, bro.
Bro,
it is so good.
You convinced me. You said True Detective, Lanterns, and Kyle Chandler, plus what you just described to me. That's everything I wanted. I didn't know anything about this show, except that it just dropped. I'm in. I'm going to watch it, and we're going to report back.
Please. I'd be down to talk about this show weekly. It comes out every Sunday evening.
Okay, sweet.
So we'll figure that out. But, dude,
I'm in.
It is really good. It is so funny coming off of Supergirl, because the quality, this is like an HBO show, bro. Like, this is like top tier quality, and it's awesome. So I'll leave it at that.
Did James Gunn direct?
No, James Gunn didn't direct.
Okay.
There's like, the show has like its own showrunners. It has like everything. James Gunn, I think he like produced it because he's like in charge of the whole studio, but he didn't direct. So it's not like a James Gunn thing.
Didn't he do Peacemaker?
Yes.
That TV show? Okay, I need to watch that one because that's in the same universe, right?
Yeah. Well, Peacemaker season 1 was in the old universe. And then they started this new universe and made a season 2 and basically retconned it and said, oh, this was never actually in that universe. I haven't even seen season 2. So,
bro, I hate the universe thing, but we can move on.
Yeah. So anyways, that's my review of Lanterns episode 1. This show is awesome. And I'm so sad the whole show isn't out right now because I would binge the crap out of it. It's so
well, that's
good.
a good thing. That means you can enjoy it for a longer period of time. Delayed gratification.
It's true. And right when that ends, Vision Quest comes out. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's get into the main kind of segment of this episode. We just had... Hold on. I'm being good about my slide changes today.
Mickey!
D23 just happened over the weekend, and Disney dropped a ton of news about their film and TV kind of slate for the next couple of years. I got my Mickey Mouse sweater on because, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm not ashamed to say it. I love Disney. Bro.
I'm proud of you.
I love everything Disney. I grew up on Disney. I love
tell
Disney.
Me more.
I love Disney movies and shows and parks. I love going to Disney World and Disneyland. I've been on the cruises. I'm very lucky. I've gone on the cruises. They're incredible. First World. I love Disney. And next year, bro, I want us to attend this event, D23.
Yeah?
Because
you want us to go to D23?
Yes, bro, and make content, bro. I want us to go to Comic-Con too.
Oh, that could be fun.
That'd be very fun. We could cover a lot of stuff happening, make fun content for everyone, and
we have goals.
They do all this cool stuff. We have goals, bro. We got it. So, anyways, D23 happened over the weekend. They announced a ton of stuff. But you know what? Me and Cole have talked about Marvel recently, specifically with Marvel. Cole has said he does not care. Besides Spider-Man, Cole doesn't give a crap because Marvel Studios has been on on the struggle bus for the last few years. Cole, what is your overall thoughts on like Disney movies and shows though? Like, do you care?
I love Pixar. Pixar crushes almost everything that they make. I haven't really had a problem with anything Pixar related ever. And Disney, I don't live for the superhero stuff like Caleb does. So my thoughts on Disney, it's like, all right, we got Comic-Con, we got whatever the freak D23 is. Like, I don't keep up with that. Like, I hate to say it, but I'm more interested in, the newest Neon or A24 films or whatever the Criterion Collection is publishing. Even as film bro as it sounds, like the new Christopher Nolan, Denis Villeneuve, whatever kind of art house stuff is coming out. So the superhero stuff kind of takes the back seat for me on almost everything, pretty much after Infinity War or Endgame, because that to me was the perfect end. And the fact that we're just going to be milking this forever is a huge problem for me, because I think sometimes things need to have an end. I was reading somewhere that Miles Morales in the comics has only aged 3 years in its entire run of comics. That's insane to me. Are we going to be like 99 years old and Peter Parker is just forever going to be in his 20s to 30s? There's got to be a time when this stuff ends and we create new characters and we stop living in the glory days. And I don't think we're ever going to get out of that, because studios just want to make more money. We're going to be at Spider-Man 30 and Peter Parker's still going to be 25 years old, probably recast for the 15th time. And that just bothers me. That bothers me a lot. I love Spider-Man, but I don't need to see him revised over and over and over again. Let's come up with something new. So the MCU, regardless of if the content's good or not, we're just going to keep coming back to these characters over and over again. Like, look at Doomsday. We ended Captain America, and now he's on screen again. Freaking Endgame Encore is going to have X amount of footage in it that we haven't seen before. And you guys know how much I hated
you are about Endgame Encore.
Freaking hated it. So does that make sense what I'm saying here?
Yeah,
about
totally.
my taste in movies, not to sound pretentious, but it just doesn't live in superhero stuff anymore. And I don't really keep up with it. I'll keep up with Pixar, but that's pretty much the only thing Disney related I want to keep up with.
Well, that's totally fair. That's kind of good context for where Cole's at with all this. So I want to go through a lot of Disney's announcements. We're going to mostly focus on like Marvel, Star Wars, but they did announcements for everything. So we're not going to go through like every single thing, because there was like a lot, but just some things I thought would be interesting to talk about. And the name of this segment is Does Cole Care? So I'm just curious to see what interests you in this and what doesn't. So let's get into it. First of all, D23 started its first day with a special interactive experience for attendees there, where they did a doomsday experience themed with the TVA from Loki. Are you familiar with the TVA?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's very select things I do care about in Disney, and Andor and the TVA are two of them. I love the TVA.
Okay, great. So
very cool.
They did like a TVA thing where you walk through the TVA, and then it leads you to like Doom's throne room, and there's like they had like his costume he wears in the movie, and then you went to like the Avengers Tower, and then you went back to the TVA. So it was really cool because, one, it confirms the TVA is going to be a part of this movie. And when you walk through it, it was damaged. And kind of everything implied was that Doctor Doom like is going to like attack and raid the TVA, probably to get to Loki. So does that interest you? Do you care?
Yeah, I care about Loki being in the TVA and him being in Doomsday. He was in the trailer, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, so we knew, and there was also a set photo leak of them filming in like a TVA set like a year ago, so I already knew the TVA was going to be a part, but the fact that they're marketing it shows it's going to be like a big part.
The thing I like about the TVA is that it is strictly multiverse, and I can get behind that when I know they're gonna ground it somehow, which is why Loki was so goated, because nothing in the Infinity Saga that we saw was relevant. Like, the Infinity Stones were paperweights. That's how little the TVA cares about what's going on in our universe. And they were very by Universal, and that was the whole point of the story. So as long as we keep that type of vibe with Loki's character, and what's his name? Mobius?
Yeah, Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson, yeah. If we keep some of that groundedness from the TVA, I'm in. I'm not going to complain about the multiverse.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So that does interest you. That also interests me. That excites me. I would love to see Doctor Doom like attacking the TVA. That'd be sick. All right. Next thing. Are you familiar with Kingdom Hearts at all?
Very loosely. Ryan really loves Kingdom Hearts, but
okay.
Isn't that Mickey behind you from Kingdom Hearts?
What Mickey behind me? Oh, this?
No,
Mickey this is Fantasia.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
But Mickey is in Kingdom Hearts. So my sister Destiny loves Kingdom Hearts. She loves those games. She's a big fan. So I've played them a little bit too, and I like them. The gameplay style isn't my favorite, but like I find the story interesting. But they announced they're making a Kingdom Hearts like anime series for Disney Plus. Does that interest you?
No, but I'm glad that people like Ryan can have something like that.
Yeah, it sounds sick. Yeah.
Like, I don't care, but that's cool. There's definitely a market for it. And especially since I've never heard of this being adapted before, like, all we have is the games, and now it's being put on the screen. That's kind of cool for people who really like Kingdom Hearts.
Agreed. I'll probably watch it. It looks cool. I mean, they didn't do like a trailer, but they released like a poster, and the art style and stuff looks sick. So I'm excited about that. All right, moving on. Cole, do you care about Zootopia 3, this time with birds?
Next subject.
You don't give a crap, do you? All right.
Not at all.
I actually agree with you on this. Zootopia 1 was fire. Zootopia 2 just came out, and it made like $1 billion, like literally. I thought it was bad. I don't care about 3 this time with birds. Moving on. Pixar. They announced some stuff, so you might be interested in this. This film was already announced, but this was our first time seeing anything from it. They're making a new film, an original film. It's not like a sequel or anything like that. New film called Gato. It is about a black cat in Venice with a love of music who is shunned by locals due to superstitions because he's a black cat. He's voiced by Mark Ruffalo, and it's a completely new animation style for Pixar because it's like a 2D hand-painted with like 3D elements look to it, and it's not like the classic Pixar 3D animation. It's like the first film to do something different. Does that interest you?
Bro, this looks awesome. That poster?
Yes.
Bro, this looks so sick. Yes, I very much do care about this.
I thought you would. I think it looks sick too.
Yo, I'm gonna have. Is it a trailer?
No, there's no trailer. I have a picture.
That poster looks.
I'll send it
that
to
post. Oh, I'm looking at stuff right now. This looks sick, bro. That looks so sick. I'm in.
It looks sick. Mark Ruffalo, and you love cats too. So I figured
I
like
love cats.
That might interest you. And I think it's interesting that it's like a black cat, and people are very superstitious about that.
I love it.
Which I think is silly. So I think that's really cool.
Let's do it, bro.
Okay. Next thing on the list. Live action Lilo and Stitch 2. Do you care about this?
Next subject.
How about this? Live action Tangled. Do you care about this?
Next subject.
I just got to stop on this real quick, bro. Disney, stop making live action movies that are remakes of your animated movies. They're all bad, and it's disrespectful to like your own legacy. Like, animated movies are looked at, I think, by a lot of people as lesser. I love anime movies. It's such an amazing special art form.
They're better.
They're better. I want more animated movies, bro. And I hate that they're it's just this shameless cash grab of we're going to remake our animated classics that were amazing in live action, and they're going to be 10 times worse. They're not going to be visually cool, and they're just rehashes of what we've already made so we can make more money. And the thing that pisses me off the most is that most of them do really well and make a lot of money, and that's why they keep going.
Bro, Tangled is a masterpiece. And I don't ever need to see a live action version of that. Right. I was watching Kung Fu Panda a couple days ago. We threw on something on TV as a background movie.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda. I was so locked in. And I remember thinking to myself, in one of the opening scenes, maybe like 10 minutes in, bro's dad is giving him all of this soup to start serving to people. They throw it up in the air. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one on his head. He's balancing all 6 of them. Practically, that makes 0 sense. But in the scope of an animated film, you can do that. And it gives the vibe. It gives it more creativity, more character. And you don't question it for 1 second. You can't do that in an actual live-action movie. It doesn't make any sense. Right. It's too goofy. Imagine Poe, Jack Black from Kung Fu Panda, being thrown off the stairs from the top of the tower where he's training, like 100 feet down, all of these stairs. You can't do that in a live action, but you watch it in an animated movie, no question. That is the magic of animation. And you take that away when you try to make it live action.
Yep.
Next subject.
All right, great. Next thing. This I am interested in. It's a special 3-part series coming to Disney Plus called Oswald. Are you familiar with the story of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit?
No.
Okay, so Disney made a video game, an amazing game called Epic Mickey that came out, I want to say in like 2010. I played this game back when it came out on the Wii. It is awesome because it's based on a true story, which is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was Disney's original mascot before Mickey. But then they ended up making Mickey. They like erased Oswald from everything, like it never happened. And Mickey became Disney, you know? Like Mickey is Disney. Like you see Mickey Mouse, it's Disney, right? But Oswald was actually first in the original mascot. So they made Epic Mickey, this video game that kind of puts this whole storyline and lore into it, and it's so good. And Oswald is like the villain because like Mickey has kind of taken everything from him. Anyways, they're making a show now about Oswald. It's ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous, bro, but it is.
Dude, Oswald's taken everything from Mickey. That sounds awesome. So they're making a show based on the game?
I don't know if it's based on the game, but it is about Oswald, so I assume it's going to tell a similar-ish story. But it is really cool because it's made by Jon Favreau. Okay. And the animation style is really sick because Oswald himself is not 3D animated, but he's hand-drawn 2D animated, but he's drawn so well, he almost looks 3D in this really cool way. But then they also shoot it in like real locations. So they shot part of it at Disneyland, like on Main Street.
Oh, cool.
Like a year ago. And Catherine Hahn is in it. I don't know what she's doing or who she's playing. But you'll have to find like a picture or something because, you know, I don't love when they put like 3D stuff in the real world. But the way they did this is so different and it looks really great. So does that interest you?
It looks pretty cool. It looks cool. Honestly, it doesn't interest me, but I think I could be convinced. Like, It's cool that there's all this lore about Oswald and Mickey, and when you said that he was the villain, Mickey was the villain of the story, I was pretty locked in because he took everything from him.
Right.
So
right.
I think I could be convinced to keep up with the lore. So yes, it does interest me.
Okay.
I redact that.
Okay.
It does.
Okay. Respect. Okay, cool. So now it's time to get to Marvel.
You suck at this.
Marvel Studios.
I love Marvel Studios. They're my favorite studio.
Oh, I know they are. So, Marvel came out on their panel, and they did some interesting stuff. So, the main things they covered was Vision Quest, the next MCU show coming to Disney+. Let's just talk about that first. So, Vision Quest. It's dropping on October 14th. It's going to be releasing weekly. So, in like 2 months from now, this show's coming out. Cool. They released this trailer online during D23. We watched the trailer together right before recording. I saw it the other night, but you watched for the first time. Do you care about this show?
No.
What?
And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Vision flew up. He flew away. What did that impact in the MCU? Nothing. I could care less about Vision at this point, and I'm a little confused about this. Like, is he in like some other reality? Is Wanda still doing something to him? I don't know when this takes place. I'm not saying I think it's gonna be bad because the trailer makes it look good. I'm just trying to figure out the relevance of still carrying on the story about Vision, because I kind of forgot Vision existed, and that kind of says a lot to me about a character that we're making a whole show about.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of it? So I'll probably watch it when it comes out because it's relevant and we're going to discuss it, and I want to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
But when you said Vision, what was it called? Vision Quest?
Vision Quest.
I was like, Vision Quest, is this like some type of headset that we're putting on? That was my first thought. So I could care less about it.
That's so funny. Like an Oculus Rift or something?
Yes.
Like a VR?
Yes. Apple Vision. Isn't that what it's called? Apple Vision?
Yeah, Apple Vision Pro. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought of. So I could care less.
Okay, interesting. I feel that. Do you think they've taken too long? Because WandaVision came out in 2021. It's now 2026. It's been 5 years.
But
do you think this show came out like a year? No, this is set right after WandaVision.
But, okay, so, yes, sorry. To answer your question, yes, it should have came out immediately after WandaVision to stay relevant. And the reason I say that is because I don't even remember what happened in WandaVision, except that she was controlling this town. And I'm confused, like, is this what Vision's... No, because Vision lived in WandaVision, and he was brainwashed. So I'm confused, like, are we doing another brainwashing thing? I do not understand what the plot of this story is supposed to be about.
Yeah, so at the end of the show, White Vision gets all the memories of regular Vision. And then he's all confused and he leaves. That's how it ends.
Yeah.
Now, my understanding is that other world that it's showing is in his mind.
In whose mind? White Vision or the other Vision? I'm confused.
White Vision, but it's like, I think he like has regular Vision's memories, but he knows they're not his memories, they're the other Vision. So it's like, I think he's having like an existential crisis. And then James Spader is returning as Ultron.
I like Ultron. We talked about this. Ultron's dope.
Yes.
Bring me back Ultron.
So he's coming back.
That's the only thing I care about in this entire trailer. When I saw Ultron, I forgot Ultron was in it. That's how little I care about this trailer, and we just watched it like 30 minutes ago. I could care less about the show, but if Ultron's in it, I think I could get down.
Okay. Yeah, for whatever reason, Ultron's like trapped in his head. I think Ultron's going to try and trick him to release him, so he can probably like take over the world. So I think that's interesting. Thoughts? And then,
are you hype?
I am, because I have to be honest, I wasn't the most hype about this show before the trailer, because I've heard about this show for like a year as they've been shooting it. And I'm like, okay, like, I'll watch it, but like, kind of like you said, it's been 5 years since WandaVision, and like, what are they going to do in like a White Vision show with Ultron? Like, I don't know, it just sounds weird. I thought the trailer was dope though, and I thought like the aesthetics and the story really intrigued me. So, I mean, Marvel is very hit and miss with their TV, but I am open to it, and the trailer is freaking awesome, and I love the music, and I love the vibes. So, I'm excited. He's going to be part of it is he's going to be tracking down one of him and Wanda's children that were created in Westview in WandaVision. So I think that's interesting. So I'm interested. I'm excited.
Kids.
Yeah,
they had real kids.
No, but I guess they are real now. Well, she can like kind
Marvel.
of create reality, so I guess they're real now.
I hate Marvel.
Cole hates Marvel, everyone.
I hate Marvel. Keep going.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's Vision Quest. Next thing. Avengers Doomsday. Avengers Doomsday panel at D23. They brought out Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Haley Atwell, who plays Peggy Carter. Great. That's also the three they brought out at Comic-Con. I do find it interesting that they're bringing out Haley Atwell for both these events. Like, is Peggy Carter going to be like a big central character in Doomsday? Because we haven't seen her in any of the marketing.
That's a great point. Didn't we saw her for like a frame in this newest trailer, right? Or was Steve holding Steve was holding the baby, but she wasn't there.
Yeah. No, she wasn't there.
That's a good question. Why are we marketing her if she's not in any of the footage that we've seen from this movie so far?
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like maybe I've seen some rumors that maybe like Doom is going to take her from Steve, or maybe he's going to like force her to be his wife or something freaky like that. I don't really know.
Weird.
But kind of weird, kind of interesting. Maybe she'll be like a big part of the story. I don't know. But that's not even like the biggest thing. The biggest thing is they dropped a new trailer really quickly after the last one. That last one only came out like a couple weeks ago. And now they have this new one. Same thing with Vision Quest. We just watched this trailer together, Cole. After seeing that Avengers Doomsday trailer, do you care?
About the same. It was kind of interesting seeing like a crumbled world, and I think it was Daddy Pascal talking to Doom saying, did he say, why did you do all this, Doom? Or Victor?
He said, did you do this?
Did you do this? So I think that's kind of interesting, and it shows that they have a pretty good relationship, and then it showed Johnny holding the baby. So I'm interested in the Doom to the Fanforstic world connection. I'm not fully comprehending how everything else is going to tie in, but I liked seeing that world in destruction. So it makes me want to go rewatch Fantastic Four. That's what this trailer makes me want to do. So maybe I care. I'll say I 50-50 care, because if I want to go watch Fantastic Four, that means it kind of did its job to get me prepared for what's to come.
Okay, nice. I feel that. I loved this trailer. I thought this trailer was way better than the first one. Do you agree?
Yeah, I would say, because it wasn't everybody meeting up. Everyone looked really depressed. And once again, I don't care about the Black Panther stuff at all. It kept cutting to them in their suits. And I was like, why do I need to see you guys over and over again? I don't care about what's going on in Wakanda. I'm sorry. But it just seems, Wakanda seems so separate from everything else in the MCU. It feels like it's its own universe at this point. All I care about is what's going on with Doom and with Fanforstic and for Thor for some reason. So I'm... Wait, what was your question? I already forgot. I started getting mad about
my question was, did you think that... Did you think the new trailer was better than the last Doomsday trailer?
Yes, I did think it was better. It was a lot shorter, so I'm glad they didn't drag it out. But the problem I had with the last trailer was that it felt like everyone was meeting for the first time. Lots of handshaking. And this one felt like there were some real stakes going on. Lots of consequences. And I thought that Pedro Pascal's monologue, or the voiceover that we heard talking to Victor, I thought that was very interesting. So I'm a little more intrigued after this trailer.
Okay, nice. I thought this trailer was so much better in every way than the last one.
Yeah.
I thought the last one was a little generic, and like I felt like it just had a lot of crowd pleasing kind of like little things in it that just kind of felt like, okay. It didn't give any story. It just showed like characters fighting and like a bunch of characters together to show everyone like
Shaking hands.
Yeah, shaking hands and whatever. But it didn't give any story. This one really focused on the character of Doom.
Yes, it did.
Sue Storm with tears running down her eyes saying how they used to be friends with him and he was not this person, but he is like become this broken person. As you see, like, it looked like New York City was like completely destroyed. And then you have Reed Richards pleading to him and like her asking, did you do this? Like, he was like disturbed by what happened, dude, and getting into like some real story. That is what I love. I'm glad that they focused on Doom. I'm glad that they're giving him like a real backstory and character depth. And this trailer was sick. I think they should have released this one before that other one. Like, this one was way better. I loved everything about it. I thought it was interesting that Doom was saying that they're all living stolen lives and that it's time to take them back. Yeah. That was interesting because you look at like Steve Rogers, he is living a stolen life. He went back in time and messed with the timeline in order to have the happy ending that he was never supposed to have.
That's fair. That's a good point. That's a good point.
You look at Loki. Loki was supposed to die being choked out by Thanos in Infinity War. Now he's the head of the multiverse. He's living a stolen life. So I think that's very interesting. I really liked what you were saying. Like, I really liked Pedro Pascal in this trailer. I think he was given more to do in this trailer, acting-wise, than all of Fantastic Four.
Yo, okay.
That might be a hot take. Same with Vanessa Kirby. I didn't enjoy that movie that much.
I liked it, but I definitely thought some of the story was goofy. But it feels like there's some real consequences that they have to pay for in this movie. Kind of like you said, Loki's living a stolen life. Steve's living a stolen life. We saw a city completely destroyed. Like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And yeah, I think you're valid on your Fantastic Four take. It was a fun movie. I'll say that. If you go into it not expecting something of a lot of consequence, great. But the problem I have with that is that, what's his name? Galactus?
Yeah.
You kind of know Galactus is going to lose, and they made him up to be this like earth-shattering villain. So if they're going to win, what does the consequence of that movie really feel like? Especially if we're introducing a brand new universe. They're not going to destroy the universe the first time we see Fantastic Four on screen. They're obviously going to win. And the stakes just felt too high to be real.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. I agree. Like, there was no way they were going to destroy that whole universe in the first movie.
Yeah. So yeah, I care about this trailer. I like it.
Okay. Cool. Okay. There's some growth with your Marvel care right there. Okay.
Yes. It's cool. It's because we're slowly developing to more information. I'm not one for Marvel hype. Maybe I'm not one for Marvel hype anymore. I don't care enough to like do all the digging that you're doing. But whenever I see something of substance, maybe I'll care, and I guess I'm caring a little bit.
Okay, respect. There was another thing that happened during the Doomsday panel. There was a video that played with Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds talking about, it was kind of a joke video saying like, hey, Marvel, if you want to have us in Doomsday, we're down to be in Doomsday. Just let us know. And it's kind of a joke. And then they never confirm whether or not Deadpool and Wolverine are in it or not. It was just like a joke that played. What do you think about it?
They're in it, bro. They're in it. They're not going to miss this opportunity to bring Deadpool into the freaking MCU. This is one of the few things I'm fine with for multiverse. Bring Deadpool in, dog. Bring him in.
Bring Deadpool in, yes.
Now, I am so ready for some fourth wall comedy. He's the only thing that can save MCU right now. Do it.
Yeah, I agree. Ready. I would love to see Deadpool in an Avengers movie, interacting with those characters, being his R-rated self, breaking the fourth wall. Like, that would be I feel like we've like dreamed about this since his first movie. So,
does that mean they're going to be rated R? But do they want to make a Marvel movie rated R?
I doubt it. The Deadpool and Wolverine movie was rated R, but I doubt they'll probably bleep him or something if he cusses.
That would be the best way they could do it, because The second you make an
funny.
R-rated movie, you lose money at the box office, especially for a superhero movie. So
for sure.
Yeah, I'd be fine with them bleeping it, but we need some Deadpool. We need some Deadpool.
Okay, cool. Next thing. X-Men.
X-Men.
Have you seen any of the casting?
All I know is that Indy, whatever her name is from Obsession, is going to be in it, and Adam Driver. And
yes,
I'm very hyped for that. I've actually started to care a little bit about X-Men because of those two castings.
Okay, so X-Men, they did a update finally on this movie. We've heard it's in development. They came out on stage and they showed this logo right here. This is the first piece of branding we've got for the movie.
It looks good.
Pretty sick. It looks good. Cool. It's bright and colorful, which I think is what the X-Men should be. So I'm excited for that. And they finally gave us the cast of the MCU's X-Men coming in 2028. This was confirmed at D23. The release date is May 5th, 2028. So less than 2 years until we have this movie. And that also means we're getting 3 MCU movies in 2028. We're getting this movie, we're getting Ghost Rider, and we're getting Black Panther 3 all in 1 year.
You know how much I love Black Panther 3 coming out.
Oh, yeah, bro. You love it.
Wait. Actually, who was it that was being recast? It was the guy from The Long Walk, right?
Yes.
I might care a teensy bit more, but not a lot more. I'm hyped for him, but I'm not hyped for the movie.
Okay, respect. So, the long-awaited, long-anticipated X-Men cast has been announced. So I'm going to go through it. This isn't like the full cast. This is just who they announced so far. So, they brought out Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. Obviously, she's... Wow. After Brand New Day, we all knew it.
Yeah.
Then they announced Kit Connor as Cyclops. Do you know who that is?
Kit Connor, who's that?
He's kind of a I don't want to say no name in a mean way, but he's just like a small actor. He hasn't been in like big stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
But that's kind of the theme with this. It's a lot of lesser known actors, which I'm very excited about.
Yes, me too.
So Kit Connor as Cyclops. Christopher Abbott as Professor X.
Okay.
We have Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. Indy Navarrete from Obsession as Rogue.
Sweet.
Maya Boyd as Storm. She's the least known out of all of these, by the way. And then we have Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister, dog.
Yo.
I'm so excited, bro. Adam Driver coming to the MCU. Cole, do you care about X-Men?
I'm struggling because I do and I don't. Once again, I think we need to let some things die, and I'm tired of rebooting over and over again because this will be the third X-Men reboot we've had. Well, I guess not, because the First Class trilogy was prequel to the original X-Men, so maybe not. And if we really are about to get on track here for ending the multiverse crap, then I'm fine with it. Let's end it and let's stick with this for a while. So, yes, I do care. I like the actors that they chose because I only know a few of them. One of them I only know Indy because of Obsession, and she killed it. Sadie Sink, she's kind of an A-lister now, but not really, because she was just Stranger Things, so I'm excited for her to be in big movies. And Adam Driver, I feel like I haven't seen him in anything in a while. So he's kind of not unknown, but he's definitely not an A-lister like whatever, like Chris Evans or whoever. So that's really cool. Definitely more of an underrated actor. So I'm excited that they're rebooting with people we don't know. So I'll say I care 65%.
Okay, that's not bad, dude. I'm really excited. I think this is a cool lineup. I'm mostly excited about Adam Driver. He's like a big actor, but he's not A-list. But he's like known as everybody as like an amazing actor, right? Yeah. And that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited for his acting. Are you familiar with the character of Mr. Sinister at all?
I really don't know most of these characters that they're being rebooted as. So no.
Okay. Okay, you got to watch X-Men 97. Mr. Sinister is in X-Men 97, and that was like my first discovery of him, and he's awesome. He's very out there. He's very, what's the word? Like, I don't want to say flamboyant, but like very animated, very, campy.
That works. Flamboyant and animated, that works. I get the vibe.
Yeah, and he's a very cool villain. He like experiments on mutants and stuff. And ever since I saw him in X-Men 97, I really wanted to have like a live action Mr. Sinister. And the fact that they cast Adam Driver as him is so dope.
I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out because I'm running out of shows and I kind of want to watch X-Men 97. It's been on my hit list for
X-Men
a couple months. X-Men
97 is really good. I'm rewatching it right now too. So
word.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I care 65%.
Okay. Respect. Most of these people, I don't know who they are, but I'm excited for Adam Driver. I'm excited for Indy Navarrete because even just the clips I've seen of Obsession, like she looks like a killer actress.
Yeah.
And we've already seen Sadie Sink, and she was really good. So cool. All right. Now let's move on to Star Wars.
Oh, I didn't realize there was Star Wars news.
There is Star Wars news. So
please don't suck, Disney, because you haven't done very well except for Andor. Andor's it.
Yes, I agree. All right. We have gotten some updates on the Starfighter movie coming out. We got this movie announced a few years ago, I want to say. And Ryan Gosling is starring in this movie. And Sean Levy is directing. He directed Deadpool and Wolverine. He directed Free Guy. He did like the Night at the Museum movies. He did a lot of Stranger Things. He directed like multiple episodes of every season of Stranger Things. So he's directing. Okay. And this movie comes out in May of next year, of 2027, starring Ryan Gosling. They shot this movie and they decided while they were shooting this movie that they wanted to make Ghost Rider. So they're going from making this movie to making Ghost Rider for Marvel. Now,
cool. Oh, is Sean Levy doing Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
Dude, okay. Keep going.
Yeah. So, this is the new logo we got. Take a look behind me.
It looks pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a revamped version of the classic logo, which is cool. Yeah. So, this movie takes place after the sequel trilogy.
Okay.
So, this movie takes place like 5 years after Episode 9, the freaking worst Star Wars movie of all time. And it's the first Star Wars story this far in the future. We've never seen anything beyond Episode 9. So this takes place after the sequels. And I guess there's no real like governing authority in the galaxy at this point. And Ryan Gosling is kind of from like the rough side of the galaxy. And he has this really cool jacket he wears they had like a trailer they showed in the room. They didn't release it, but it got leaked. I watched it. He has this cool jacket.
I watched it, guys.
Bro,
I'm
watching these leaks. Bro, if there's leaks, I'm the freaking leak chaser. Anyways, he's wearing this jacket. And it has the Rebel logo upside down and these little crossbones, and it looks like a skeleton. It's pretty sick.
Yo, that's dope.
It's pretty tough. So they showed that. There's this kid that stars in it along with Ryan Gosling, so it's like him and this like young boy.
Is it Broom Kid?
I freaking wish. That'd be
You remember Broom Kid? You loved Broom Kid. That's your favorite Star Wars movie, bro. Broom Kid.
I love Broom Kid. So, there was kind of a Top Gun-esque shot towards the end of the trailer, shooting like this starship with Ryan Gosling piloting. It looked dope. Yeah, from the footage, it looked awesome. The story's interesting. Sorry. My voice is so cooked.
Dude, stop. Just stop talking for the rest of the episode.
Okay, bro.
Just kidding, you can talk.
So, the story looks interesting. Sean Levy is good. I don't think he's like the most amazing filmmaker ever, but I'm willing to give him a chance. it's going to be interesting to see, like, this I think will really tell us, like, is Star Wars going to have a future in movies? Like, can they continue to make good movies? I don't know.
It's a good question.
But, sorry, all of this is leading to Cole. Do you care about this?
Yeah, I think I care 85%.
Ooh.
My favorite Star Wars movie, one of them, is Rogue One. And that's because it was a pretty standalone story set in between two huge events that happen in Star Wars. And this is giving me that type of vibe. But the fact that it's set in the future, and it's 5 years in the future, plus Ryan Gosling, I'm pretty hype. Like you said, Sean Levy, he's a okay director. I don't think he's made any like S tier films. I don't even know if he's made an A tier film, but they've all been good films. So as long as he doesn't screw this one up and bring back Palpatine, I think we're going to be in for a good film. So I'm pretty locked in. I didn't know anything about this, but you describing that logo on his jacket with upside down in the bones, that sounds so sick. And if Ryan Gosling's about to cook 2 years in a row with this and with Ghost Rider, I'm locked in. So I will be patiently awaiting the trailer.
Ryan Gosling gives me the most confidence about this thing, dude. Like, he rarely is in a bad movie. I don't know if he's ever been in a bad movie. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Nothing recently that's been bad.
Yeah. So, I'm excited. Ryan Gosling in Star Wars, that sounds cool to me.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. We got a trailer for Ahsoka Season 2 with Hayden Christensen again returning as Anakin Skywalker. Do you care about that?
No.
I honestly don't really care that much either.
Yeah,
have you seen the first season?
I didn't watch season 1. It's kind of it's like Disney is just trying to like pump out as much IP as they can pump out as much from the same IP that they have. So like a lot of the Disney Marvel shows and a lot of the Disney Star Wars stuff I haven't been keeping up with, and that was one of them. After they did the Obi-Wan show, I was done with all these stupid sequels and spin-offs. So Ahsoka, I just never gave a shot. I heard that Skeleton Crew is good. I need to give that one a fair chance. But in terms of Ahsoka season 2, I could care less.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I heard Skeleton Crew is good. I haven't seen it. I should watch it. I watched the first season of Ahsoka, and I was interested because I'm a fan of Rebels. I'm familiar with Ahsoka's character, but that season was very bland and boring and kind of just like whatever. It was
also
cool
live action, right?
Yeah.
Based on, it's another one of those cartoon things. It just doesn't carry the magic that you see in the cartoons.
Totally. 100% agree. Yeah, and they like bring all these animation characters into live action and stuff. Hayden Christensen did return as Anakin in that season, and that was a cool episode. And I like seeing him again. But the season wasn't that great. I'm gonna watch the next season for sure. And, hopefully they learned from kind of a lot of the critiques they got online. But I'm not expecting much, so I don't really care either. So that's that. And then, okay, my last thing I have.
I'm ready, bro.
Is it was confirmed that in Frozen 3, Olaf gets a girlfriend. Wait, hold on. It's confirmed.
Nope, I don't care. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Let me finish, bro. Olaf, in Frozen 3, Olaf gets a girlfriend. And the bad guy is an evil ice princess. Do you care?
Front row in a suit.
Front row in a suit, bro. Absolute Cinema is coming our way soon when Frozen 3 is finally released to the world.
Bro, I had no idea you were going to bring up some dumb Frozen lore. I'm seated. I'm ready. I got my popcorn. I got my suit, my sunnies. We're going to be there. And On it. Just to clarify, because you don't know anymore, this is still animated, right?
Yes, thankfully this is at least animated. That is a good thing.
I actually care about this probably more than Ahsoka. I'm going to say I care about this maybe 65%, maybe 70%.
Okay.
Because the Frozen movies are good. They're pretty class. They have fire music, and Olaf is a huge character. And the way you phrased this question was the best way you could have. No, I don't care that Olaf... Did you say has a girlfriend?
Yes.
If the
Olaf gets a girlfriend in Frozen 3, confirmed.
If the trailer is good, I'll go see it. I like Pixar. They haven't let me down yet. So
it's not Pixar.
Wait, Pixar didn't do Frozen?
No, it's just Disney animation.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, they didn't screw up Frozen 1. I don't remember a lot of Frozen 2, but I don't think it was bad. Was Frozen 2 good?
It was mid.
Okay. 65, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I need to see a trailer first. What a way
That's
to end
so
that
funny
segment.
that out of all of this, Frozen 3 is actually on like the higher end of your care.
That's because they're not... This is the problem, dude. Disney has a monopoly on entertainment right now. Like, on some of the biggest IPs in the world. And what do? They decide to remake animation into live action because consumers are stupid enough to go see it over and over and over again. Even if it sucks, they're going to go see it. And Disney thinks, ooh, we make lots of money because our viewers are stupid. Let's pump out more of it. So they're remaking slop. Okay, they're ruining the original IP that they have. They have continuously screwed up so many franchises, specifically Marvel and Star Wars. And who knows when they're going to try to remake Revenge of the Sith. That'll be on my bingo card for 2030s. Like, Revenge of the Sith is going to be remade. And that's when I'm just going to stop watching movies forever. I'm just going to freaking go into the wilderness of Wyoming and never watch a movie again, because then we're cooked. They're retconning scenes from Marvel movies that didn't happen. Endgame Encore.
Bro, you hate
I don't know what's in store.
So...
I don't know what's in store. Sorry, that hurt your ears. I'm just triggered, bro. I'm just triggered about everything that is in Disney's franchise right now. And James Gunn is the only superhero person that I can trust. And I can't even trust him because Supergirl sucked. So, can't even trust Spielberg anymore. I don't know, man. I don't know. What was your question?
I don't know, bro. You just started talking, bro.
That was another
No, the question was, do you care about Olaf getting a girlfriend?
Yeah, no. I care about Olaf getting a girlfriend because it's original. This is what I was trying to say. I forgot the point because I got so mad again. I care about Olaf getting a girlfriend because it's original content that isn't slop, that hasn't been ruined by Disney yet. And that's why it gets higher than most of the other crap we've talked about.
It will get ruined in the 2030s because guaranteed there will be a Frozen live action remake for the entire 100%. Trilogy, and each one will make $1 billion.
Yeah, and that's not even the studio's fault. That's our fault as consumers.
Totally.
So
if we didn't show up to this stuff, they wouldn't make it.
Yeah. So we take equal parts of the responsibility of it. So if this is me taking my stand that I will never go see a live action Disney movie, that's it. That's my cross to bear. Even if that means I can't review this stuff on this channel, that's okay with me, because at least I'm not spending my money on a dumb looking movie that never needed to be made.
I don't think I've ever gone to see one. I can't think of one I have seen.
I haven't, and I don't plan on it.
I really don't think I have. So
we joked about seeing live action Moana, but
yeah,
I don't think I can do it because I don't want to support it.
The only reason I would want to is to roast it,
Yeah, but we can roast it illegally.
That's true. Not paid for it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I think that is exactly what I thought you'd say. And I mostly honestly agree with you. I think that Disney has not made a lot of great decisions since 2019.
Yeah.
I think a lot happened in COVID. They had leadership changes multiple times since then. They've had the third CEO change this year that they've had since 2019.
Wow.
And I hope that they're getting their act together. I mean, there was a couple stuff they announced that look really great, like that Gato movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Doomsday. I'm excited for Vision Quest. Starfighter looks interesting. You know, Frozen 3. I'm excited for Frozen 3. I love Frozen movies. So, I love Disney. Oswald. Oswald's another thing. I'm really excited about that. So, you know, I love Disney. I hope that it works out. There's been a lot of stuff that frustrates me, and I want them to stop. I want them to stop with these crappy live-action remakes. Like you were saying, I want them to stop rebooting things. I want them to make great stories, original stories, you know? Everything in Hollywood is mostly a sequel or a reboot, and I want to get away from that. You know?
Yeah.
I want good stuff. Now, in the superhero world, I think it's a little different. Most things are kind of sequels, but I'm okay with that. But I just want, in general, I want more original stuff to be made, you know? I want Disney to be making, you know, like, think about it. Like, 20 years ago in the early 2000s, Disney was making, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, and it was awesome, right? That was like an original live-action Disney movie series that was great, you know? And I love that we have Marvel. I love that we have Star Wars. But where is, like, the new Pirates of the Caribbean? Not literally. Like, I'm not asking for a sequel, but where is that?
Didn't they do Indiana Jones too?
Yeah, they just did another Indiana Jones sequel, and apparently it was bad. I
just mean in general. Like, they did Indiana Jones back in the day.
So, back in the day, it wasn't owned by Disney, I don't think. It was Lucasfilm.
Oh, Lucasfilm? Oh, that's right. Didn't
Lucasfilm owns Indiana Jones, and Disney bought Lucasfilm.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I agree with you about Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, where's that type of originality outside of animation? Because, like, we've had a lot of... What was Moana Pixar, or was that just Disney?
That was just Disney.
Disney's huge, bro. Moana was huge. Disney and Moana and Frozen, both original stories. Where's the cult classics like Pirates of the Caribbean? And I hope we can get back to that. And I think this is why I'm so disconnected and more into, like, the indie filmmakers right now. You know, like movies like Obsession or Backrooms that have been coming out that are just so disconnected from Hollywood. Even Markiplier's movie Iron Lung, that wasn't even that great. I was willing to spend $15-20 on that ticket to go see a YouTuber get his movie made on the big screen because I want to support independent artists and go see something that's not from Hollywood. And I'll take Hollywood. Right. I'll take, like, in theory, A24 is Hollywood. Neon is Hollywood. They're all Hollywood. But they're just disconnected from the monopolies of all of those big corporations that are funding them. And even The Invite, as much as I was flaming The Invite, that movie is not part of Disney's sphere of reboots and just crap. So I was happy to pay for a ticket to see Invite. And
bro.
And, like, I'm pretty happy with the state of movies right now. I know, like, we have a lot of slop coming out, but this year alone, we've had some bangers, and we still have bangers to come. I have my list of 2026 movies, and, you know, we have The End of Oak Street that came out on Friday, which I'm going to go see at some point.
Ooh, I want to see that.
We need to talk about that. We have the new Resident Evil movie coming out. I think Ryan Coogler's directing that. We have Dune 3. We have the new Once Upon a Time in Hollywood movie with David Fincher and Tarantino. We have the new Hunger Games movie being adapted, Sunrise Over the Reaping. We have this movie called The Debut. We have this new movie called Tony, which is about Anthony Bourdain, I think. Paper Tiger, and Union County with Will Poulter, which just came out, I think. So we have a lot of really good movies that are coming out that have came out this year that aren't part of huge corporations. So we've been eating good. We've been eating very good, and I think we're getting back to where we need to be with films and TV shows. I just think Disney is at the top of the food chain, so everyone's talking about it. But there's so much more to be talked about. The new Robert Pattinson movie, Primetime, is coming out. I am so hyped for that one. Have you seen anything about that?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit. I saw they played a trailer for it in front of either Spider-Man or Odyssey, and I was really into it.
Yeah, they that might have been the
it probably was Odyssey.
That was the teaser because they just dropped like an actual trailer, bro. Dude, Pattinson is on a run. He is cooking. I am so hyped for Primetime.
Yeah, but, dude, I'm definitely excited.
So yeah, I'm not pessimistic about the state of filmmaking at all. I'm just pessimistic about Disney. So don't get me confused there.
I feel that, man. Yeah, listen. Like I said, I love Disney. I love this corporation, but I just don't think they're in like their best era. But I'm hoping that they can kind of get back to what Disney's all about, which is like originality and creativity, and just amazing stories being told. You know, totally. I think about like the first 10 years of the MCU, right? How amazing that was. I think about, like I said, Pirates of the Caribbean, or these animated movies that were awesome that we've named, or Pixar, right? That is a picture of what Disney should be, and I'm hoping that they get back to it. And like you said, I'm so excited for all these other creative projects that are coming out of Hollywood that aren't like remakes or sequels or reboots, you know. Think of like Oppenheimer, Odyssey. I think about like Everything Everywhere All at Once. Think about like stuff like that that's coming out that I feel like it's getting bigger and bigger. You know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Odyssey's crossed $1 billion at this point, making it one of Christopher Nolan's biggest movies. I think only after like the Batman ones, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure, but I believe you.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think that's the case. So I see even like Obsession and Backrooms, those were like really big in the cultural, like pop culture world. So I hope that we continue to see more of that because people are showing up for it, which is awesome. So
A24 and Neon, bro, they have been cooking. And
A24 is awesome, dude. I think of How to Make a Killing, you know?
Yeah, like, that came out earlier this year, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And I really enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't like the most amazing movie I've ever seen, but it was like I had a good time, and it was fun.
Yeah. I think we really need to do our first Criterion blind watch soon.
Yeah, bro.
Because I feel like we've been on the superhero stuff for a while. I think doing something a little bit more niche could be fun too, to, you know, cleanse the palate. So
for sure.
But we'll see what happens with Disney. I'm excited for Doomsday more than I was, and I'm shocked by how much I cared about some of the things that you told me.
Yeah, me too, honestly. I thought you were going to care even less about the stuff than you did.
Yes, but I try to be objective as much as I can, but sometimes when you tell me Moana or what's the other one that's getting a reboot live act?
Tangled.
Tangled.
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch, that's what it was. Yeah. Next subject.
Next subject. Well, speaking of next subject, Cole, what have you been watching recently? I know you've been like traveling the full world, so have you been watching anything?
So we were at my cousin's house the other day, and my cousin, she's kind of a film buff now, and I guess me and Ben got her on that, which is kind of fire. So she was like, I want to watch a really class movie, like a really good one that has to make me think a little bit. And we were scrolling, and we found this movie called Incendies, which is Denis Villeneuve's second movie, I would say his first movie that he made that got really popular. And it's a French-Canadian film, and me and Ben have seen it before, and it's phenomenal. It's freaking weird. It deals with some really difficult subject matters, but it's really, really good. And she was blown away. We watched it super late the other night, and it really just shows you where Denis came from and just the level of evolution he's had from this movie all the way to Dune Part 3, which is going to release at the end of the year. So that was really cool to get to watch that. I started to watch this movie called Little Miss Sunshine. It has Steve Carell, Paul Dano, and a few other people in it. And we kind of got interrupted. So that's next on my movie hit list. I'm very excited to watch that. But aside from that, haven't been watching a lot of movies, just been traveling a lot. What about you, dog?
This is about to show the difference between me and Cole. Let me grab something.
Uh-oh.
All right. Can you hear me good?
Not really.
All right, hold on.
But maybe enough.
All right. Doomsday prepping. Cole was just talking about him and his family watching some French-Canadian Denis Villeneuve movie. This is what me and Riley have been doing. Doomsday prepping. We're rewatching all of the Marvel movies until the end of the year.
Wow.
To get ready for Doomsday. Riley made this. Isn't it nice?
Dude, I might actually follow this. That way I can get locked in for Doomsday.
You should. And we should make it a segment. That'd be fun.
Dude, that's so funny. The contrast.
This isn't even all of them. We still have to make the second page.
Wow.
So, it starts with X-Men. The original X-Men. Then you have, like, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. You go through all those. Then you start, like, the MCU with Iron Man. And then you watch, like, the full MCU. And then there's, like, a couple more X-Men, The Amazing Spider-Man. And you go through everything. All the movies. The last one you watch is Brand New Day. And then Doomsday. So, we started this last week. Because there's not, like, a lot of TV that we're watching right now. So, we're like, instead of watching, like, shows, let's just turn on these movies whenever we want to watch something for the rest of the year. So, we have already watched X-Men. We have watched Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. We've watched X2. And we're currently watching Spider-Man 2.
Dude, how are the X-Men's? I haven't seen those in years.
They're better than I remember, bro.
Okay.
They deal with some really interesting stuff. I think they get a bad rap, but the actors are pretty awesome, and I'm excited to see them come back in Doomsday. And bro,
sweet.
I've been talking about my distaste for the original Spider-Man movies. And mostly Spider-Man 3 is what I'm talking about. I don't get me wrong, I love the Tobey movies. I love those original Spider-Man movies, but I just don't think they're the best as just movies.
Yeah.
And I've gone on the record saying that I think Spider-Man 3 is the worst Spider-Man movie. All this different stuff, right? They're better than I remember.
Woo! Like, Spider-Man 2 better than you remember? Because you were flaming Spider-Man 2.
We haven't finished it, but we're probably halfway through. And I'm loving it so far. It's so good.
It's fire,
Spider-Man
bro.
1 was so good. Bro, the aesthetic of these movies is so awesome. The weakest part, though, is Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was his acting or the direction or the writing, but everyone else is pretty good in them. So, sorry. He's really good in No Way Home, though. So I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I'm just saying I think his acting is kind of rough in these movies. But they're really, really good. So I might have to revisit my Marvel Spider-Man ranking after this.
Okay.
But
Word.
That's what I've been watching, man. We're doing the Doomsday prepping.
Dude, that's sick. Is that supposed to lay into you right before, or is it just whenever you guys want to watch them?
It's whenever we want to watch them. It's like 50-something movies, so we are just kind of trying to put them on as often as we can just to get through them. But
I might have to do that too. That's good. Send me a picture of that today. Because
I got you, dog.
I kind of need to lock in.
Could be a fun segment
yes.
to kind of just talk about the movies. Like I said, I've been watching Lanterns. I started rewatching X-Men 97 a little bit.
Good.
The other thing is Ted Lasso season 4 just started.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's like 2 episodes out, and Riley and I watched them. Now, the end of season 3 really wrapped up the full show. But of course they rehashed it. And I'm of two minds about it because on one hand, this season definitely shouldn't exist because this show pretty much ended. Yeah. And they really force it to come back.
Oh, no.
But at the same time, I really enjoy just being in this world with these characters. So I'm not that mad.
Okay. And that's the thing. And that's the thing that I think more people need to be okay with is if you're having fun and you enjoy it, you don't have to worry about all of the semantics behind it. Just accept it and lock in. And I'm glad you're doing that.
Yeah, man. So I think Riley's liking it a little less because she's just like, wow, like it ended perfectly. Yeah. But I just enjoy the characters, so I'm not mad. But yeah. That's what I've been watching.
Good.
Gonna go see Brand New Day again.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited for Brand New Day. I'm excited to see the end of Oak Street. I heard that the box office numbers aren't doing too much, but I kind of didn't expect that with the crazy movies we've just had recently, specifically Odyssey and Brand New Day. It's like everyone's still going to see them over and over and over again. So, end of Oak Street, if it sucks, whatever. If it's great, whatever. I'm going to go see it because I'm excited for it.
Sweet. Well, I think that does it for episode 9.
Wow, that was a lot of content, bro. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to hash out. I don't know. When are we posting this one? Are we going to post this one this week or next week?
What do you think?
I don't know.
I mean, on one hand, we could post it next week because I'll be getting back from New York and won't be able to film probably next week. But we could also just film another one before Friday to release next week if we wanted to get this one out sooner because it's talking about like current stuff, you know.
When are you leaving?
Friday.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe we talk about that after the episode and get some semantics and get some stuff in order. But I had a good time chatting with you, bro. I feel like we haven't talked in a couple weeks because we've been so busy. And dude, I'm excited to be cooking again. And
me too.
I hope you and Riley have a good time on your trip. Rate how excited you guys are. 1 to 10.
Dude, freaking 10. Nice. I'm so excited. We haven't been on a trip in a minute, and it'll be our first time like away from judo, which is like bittersweet, but it'll be nice to kind of have like a weekend just for us.
Oh, it's just a weekend trip?
Yeah, it's just Friday through Monday. So it'll be quick. Cool. But dude, we are so excited just to relax. After the last couple weeks we've had, we're like, it'll be really fun just to go and do something. So super excited. I'll definitely give an update after the trip on just how it went and everything. So
sweet. Well, that's dope, bro. I don't know. This has been a good episode. I think we talked about a lot, and it was just good catching up. And I don't know, man. I say we just end it here. You know?
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Definitely hit the subscribe button, like this video, comment on it, follow our socials at Real Friends Podcast. And thank you so much for being a real friend.
Yes,
we're in love with you. I mean, we love you.
I love Caleb, but I'm in love with Caleb. Sorry we didn't post the past couple days, but we're back in action. And just hit the bell. Did you say hit the bell yet?
No, I'm sorry, bro. Can you say it?
Hit the bell, and you'll know when we post next. You know, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Whatever you want to listen to this stuff on, we're there. We're there for you. And we're excited to stay on your screens. Right, Caleb?
Yeah. Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema. Thank you for being a real friend. Caleb, I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.